All right, so this is something that I've probably talked about before. Probably have an older T4Cast on. I don't quite remember. It's been a while since I've done a cast in general, but it is something that I think about a lot, and that's why I want to talk about it again. So what it is I barely go to McDonald's, and there is a ton of reasons for that. And it's almost kind of ironic that I don't go to McDonald's very often, because I used to work at McDonald's for 8 years. I mean, I was a manager and everything. I worked there during my college days, and then for a majority of my college days, I was working at a Dunkin' when I first started, but then I ended up getting a job at McDonald's because it was way closer to the school I was going to. It was like in the backyard practically. So, yeah, and then after I graduated college and I got into my field, I still worked at McDonald's as a part-time gig just to make some extra money. That's when my Cadillac, from T4Cast number 3, I think it is. That's when I got my Cadillac. So basically my money that I was getting from McDonald's was just to cover that, to cover the payments, cover the insurance, and cover the gas. But yeah, so that's what kind of almost makes it ironic that I don't ever go there anymore, just because I worked there for so long. And I was there a lot, 40 plus hours a week, every single week. Now I'm barely ever there. But the reason I don't go to McDonald's is, reasons I should say, there's a lot, is because of, the following. One is their prices nowadays are complete garbage. I mean, I don't know if you've been paying attention or if you even care, but for me, especially somebody who's worked there all those years, their prices are insane. I feel like they are by far the most expensive fast food. First off, they don't have any deals. What I mean by deals is like Burger King. They got the 2 for $6 or 2 for $7 or whatever. And they also have the have it your way meal thing where you get like a sandwich, the chicken fries, and regular fries for like, what is that, $6 or something? Like, there's deals. And they send you coupons in the mail. McDonald's, they never have any deals. When does McDonald's ever have a 2 for? No, the best that they do is like a buy one, get one for $1 or something stupid. But their prices are so astronomically high that that's not even a deal. It's like buy one quarter pounder at $7, get another one for $1. Oh, okay, so 2 burgers for $8. Well, I think I'll go to Burger King where I can get 2 for $6. The BK Kings. Is it the Kings? Or the quarter pound king, I mean. Those taste exactly the same as a quarter pounder, and it's 2 for $6. Why go to McDonald's if they have their deal and pay $8? That's stupid. So yeah, there's no deals. I never see coupons in the mail. I see coupons in the mail from McDonald's maybe once in a year, and even then, the coupons they send out suck. It's never anything cool. Like, I'm totally going to use these. It's something dumb like, get a free coffee when you get an egg muffin. Like, okay, I'm not a senior citizen. This coupon does me no good. It's not like the Burger King ones. Again, Burger King gives you good coupons. Wendys sends you good coupons. McDonald's, no coupons. But anyways, back to the actual prices. The prices are just ridiculous. It's like, I was there the other day, just because I didn't know what to do, and I had my daughter, so I brought her so she can play in the play place. COVID really screwed that up. I used to take her kind of a lot, because, she had fun and stuff, and she always made friends in the playscape and what have you, so, even though I wasn't a fan of being there and eating that trash food, it was for her. But then COVID happened, and play places were shut down and stuff, so yeah, that was a couple years of missing out. But now they're back open, so anyways, I brought her. I feel like she's getting a little bit too old, but I don't know. Technically, the sign says she's fine, so. But, yeah, I was looking at the menu, and I'm just like, what the F are these prices? Like, they're selling a triple cheeseburger for, like, what is it, $5? Like, are you effing serious right now? Triple cheeseburgers are wussy, okay? Any decent size to husky guy could easily eat, like, 3-4 of those, no problem. That's $20 right there on pointless, stupid burgers. Like, you can go to a sit-down restaurant, get an appetizer, your meal, and a drink, and leave a tip, and it would be like $5 more than going to McDonald's. Like, what? The other thing was their cones. I looked at their cone prices. Or is it cone? No, the sundaes, I meant. The cones are more expensive, too. I don't remember the price on that. But the sundaes are like $3.09 now. Forever. Not even for the longest time. Just in general, forever. Sundaes have always been $1. Now, for the same crappy sundae where you get, the thing is half filled with a splash of hot fudge on it. Now you're paying $3.09. Like, that thing was barely worth $1 before. Now you're paying literally more than 3 times the amount. I'm like, what? Then I saw on the menu McDoubles. McDoubles are like 3 something. I think they're $3.09, just like a parfait or whatever, a sundae. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, McDoubles were invented to be a dollar menu sandwich. That's when McDonald's used to have the double cheeseburger on the dollar menu, but they wanted to take that off, and they invented a McDouble to replace it, so they'd still have a double offering on the dollar menu. And now the thing's $3. And then I looked at the double cheese price, and I think in relation it wasn't even that bad. Double cheese was like $3.30. Yeah, it's still expensive, but in comparison, it's not too much more crazy. But yeah, what else sucked for prices? The fries, I can't remember offhand, but I think a medium fry is like $4.50 or something insane. And I'm like, what are these prices? I get it that things have to change because of inflation and all that, and minimum wage going way up, which is obnoxious. But that much? No other restaurant did that or is doing that. Why is McDonald's being so astronomical? The thing I don't get is, how are they still like a successful business? How are people still going there? Why are people still going there? The whole thing before McDonald's shtick was to be like affordable food for families or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you're a family that's, middle class, struggling. You can't really go to a sit down restaurant, so you go out to McDonald's instead because it's cheaper and you're going to save some money. $20 will feed a family of 4. Now it's like $20 barely feeds yourself. It's ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous prices, hash browns. They've gone up 600%. 6 times more expensive. They are $3 for 1 hash brown. They have always been 2 for $1. Now they're $3 for 1 hash brown. Like, why? Why did that have to go up 6 times? Like, I could see if you brought it up to 1 for $1 now instead. Okay, fine. That's doubling the price. That's psychotic. But okay, but 6 times? I mean, for the price of 1 hash brown nowadays, you used to be able to get, 6, duh. I was gonna say how many you could get. Yeah, I'm saying it 6 times. You could get 6 of them. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, at least, like I said, if I went to $1, you'd get 3. Okay, so it's half as many, but it's still better than just 1. And then burritos, I think those are psychotically priced too. The burritos, I hate it too because burritos are good. Their burritos dipped in basically any of the sauces. My favorite's hot mustard, but sweet and sour is good on the burritos. Barbecue's good on the burritos. Obviously, if you want to be normal, quote unquote, the picante sauce is perfectly fine. And again, those, I'm pretty sure those used to always be 2 for $1, right? Or they were on some kind of a deal like 2 for $2. So each one was 2 for $2 is what I meant to say it like. But anyways, so it was like each one was $1 or something. But now they're like $2.50 or something, $2.79, something stupid. It's like somebody that I work with took a Friday off a couple weeks back, and they were just talking about how it was just such a laid-back day. They took it super easy. She went out with her daughter, got some breakfast from McDonald's, and she was like, yeah, it was like $30 just for breakfast for us. And I was like, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it that the two of you were able to drop $30 because each item's like $5 now. So both of you get 3 things. There's your $30. You know what I mean? A sandwich, hash brown, and a drink. Boom, $15 for each one of us. It's ridiculous. Like I said, I seriously don't understand how they're being successful at all, or why anybody still goes there. Like, what kind of brain dead morons like, yeah, I'll happily spend $45 to get 2 sandwiches? Like, unless you're going to Red Robin or somewhere worth it. Like, what? So, that's kind of reason 1 and 2. I merged 2 of them together because the second reason, or another reason I should say, would have been what I said in the beginning of this rant on the price, which was how they don't have deals. Technically, that's something different. I just kind of grouped it in here because it has to do with pricing and stuff, so. But anyways, that's 1/1 and 2. Another reason, 2 or 3, however you want to look at it, let's just say 3. A third reason why I don't like McDonald's anymore, or don't go to McDonald's anymore, I should say, is because they don't have any options. because of COVID, they've severely slimmed out their menu, and it's like they literally have nothing. They have regular burgers that use the 10-1 patty. They have quarter pounders that use, quarter pounder patties. They have a chicken sandwich and chicken nuggets and fries, and that's basically it. Like, if you look at their menu, it's like the same sandwich, like a quarter pounder, just dressed up 92 different ways. So they pretend they have a bunch of numbers. Oh yeah, we got number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like, yeah, those are all the same sandwiches. They're just dressed different. One of them's like a regular quarter pounder. One of them's a double quarter pounder. One of them's a quarter pounder BLT. One of them's a quarter pounder with, bacon. It's the same sandwich, okay? There's no options. They got rid of salads. They got rid of their wraps. They got rid of tenders. They got rid of parfaits. They got rid of, what else? Everything. Jeez, they even got rid of steak. Now, that recently came back. I don't know if it's still back or if that was just a limited time thing. But for breakfast, they even got rid of steak. They probably got rid of bagels because that was like the prime thing, steak bagels. Like, their menu just sucks. There's no options. Like, you go there and when you really break it down, you literally have 5 things to choose. Do I want chicken nuggets? Do I want fries? Do I want some kind of a burger? Basic burger? Or do I want a basic chicken? So it's 4 things. That's just kind of boring. Why would I want to do that when I can go to Wendys, say, and there are variety? Or I can go to Burger King where there is variety. Chicken fries, regular fries, burgers that are actually dressed up differently. It's not the same one 92 different ways. Yeah, they have their Whoppers made 92 different ways, but then they got like the Stackers and they got the Kings and all that. You know what I mean? There's variety. It's not the same thing just pretending it's something different. It really is different. And then all the chicken sandwiches that they have there, the deals they have there, Anyhow. So a lack of any options is pretty boring to me as well. That's also why I don't like to go there. 4th reason why I don't like to go there anymore is because their service typically sucks nowadays. I don't know what happened. When I worked there, our service was top notch. It was right on point. Like, drive-through was cruising. If you came in, you got good service. The lobby was always clean and everything. Now when I go there, it's like the lobby's always gross. The tables, it's hard to find one that's clean. You wait forever, especially if you go in. Drive-thru is always pretty slow nowadays, but if you go in, you're waiting forever, and it's ridiculous. You're just standing there waiting, like, come on, what are you doing? And like, I see the order on the screen, and I think about when I used to work there, and I'm like, I might as well just jump behind the counter and do this myself. I know what the fuck to do. Yeah, I quit working there like in 2017, I think it was, so it's been a few years, but it's not like McDonald's is hard. I can easily still, bag my own order. But yeah, so the service sucks. Like, one thing that I'll do in summer a lot, because their drinks are $1 any size, or at least they used to be. I don't know. I heard that changed and they're not $1 any size anymore. But I used to like to go in summer and get a drink. And I always get my drinks no ice. I don't like ice for multiple reasons. One, because as it melts, it waters down your drink. Like, I want the full flavor of my beverage. I don't want some gross watered down version. The second thing, I just find it kind of annoying when you're driving, say, and you hear the of your cup when it's swaying around. That's annoying. So I get no ice, nice and quiet. The third reason why I get no ice, is because if I say buy a large drink, that's 32 ounces. Well, after they fill that cup with ice all the way to the top, how much am I actually getting? 10 ounces? Well, I'm paying for 32, so I want 32. I don't want 10 ounces disguised as 32 because it's jam-packed full of ice. So, yeah. That's basically the top 3 reasons why I never get ice. I haven't gotten ice in my soda since I was like 10, I don't know, 11. All I know is I stopped doing it when I was a kid, and I never put ice in my soda ever since. But anyways, so my point is I never get ice in my drinks, and so I go, and then I'll tell them, can I get a large root beer, let's say, no ice. And first off, do they listen? Nope. Oh, what was that? Can you repeat that? And I'm like, seriously, I know a large root beer, no ice, was so hard to hear the first time, right? I have to repeat it. So then I tell them. Then I get to the window, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't at the register. What was it one more time? You got a soda, right? Yes, large root beer, no ice. I tell them again. 3 times now I fucking told them. Then I get up to the window where you actually get your product. And what happens? Large root beer with ice. I'm like, are these dick bags for real? I told you 3 times, no fucking ice, and it still has ice. Really? What's even worse is I think one time the person paged it over their headset. Oh, this soda's gonna be no ice. And I get to the window and it still has ice. I'm like, what? Are you serious right now? And this has happened multiple times at multiple locations. My grievances right now aren't one specific location. Like, I'm not talking about the location that I specifically used to work at. Yes, I think that one's fallen apart probably the most out of all of them because, well, I worked there. I know what it used to be like, and I see what it's like now, and it's severely fallen off. But I'm talking any McDonald's I go to. They're all like this. They all suck. It's like McDonald's just hires the laziest, dumbest people to be their employees. Oh, yeah, we got a body. That's good enough. There's a body in the store. Is it doing anything? No. It's like the video of that kid at Taco Bell that's like dope nodding at the soda machine. That's basically what McDonald's hires. Yeah, it's a body. At least we can be open. Is it a quality body that's going to do anything? Take the orders right, clean up or anything? No, but it's a body. Oh, the service at every McDonald's sucks. I don't think I've been to one where it's actually good, and I'm like, oh wow, this one's changing my mind, because I would remember it. It would be the only one that I'd want to go to if I ever wanted McDonald's, because I'd know that I'd actually get some good service. So yeah, and like I said too, the lobbies are always gross. I don't know what's up with that nowadays either. It used to always be super on point because, you know, one of the top things was you're always paranoid about a mystery shop. Oh, just in case the mystery shopper comes, you don't want to have the drink station looking gross or whatever, you know. Now you go in, it's always dirty. Drink station's a mess, soda all over the counter, tables are dirty, floor's dirty. You go in the play place, it's absolutely trashed. Like, I don't know what's up with why they don't care about cleanliness or anything anymore. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, that's highly unattractive and another reason why I don't like to go. What was that, number 4? So I guess number 5 reason why I don't like to go to McDonald's anymore is because, what was it? There's a couple more. I'm drawing a blank now, though. This is difficult when you're driving. Let's see, I said prices, I said the menus. Oh, yeah, there's one. I feel like McDonald's is by far the unhealthiest fast food out of, like, the top, let's say, American chains. I say American chains because I feel like Taco Bell, actually, is probably the most unhealthy fast food. Like, that's just garbage. Tastes good, but it's garbage. That's why you have extreme diarrhea the second you eat it. Because your body's like, what the fuck did you just put in me? Let's get rid of this. Like, I don't feel like there's any nutrition to that at all. It's just, you want to gain weight. If you're an actor who needs to gain weight quickly for a role, just eat Taco Bell every day for a couple weeks. You'll pack on 30 pounds, no problem. But out of, like, burger chains, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendys, that's all I really have in my area, so I can't say anything else. We could throw Sonic on there. I got a Sonic kind of in my area. But, yeah, out of those, I feel like McDonald's is by far the most unhealthy. Again, I think this because I work there, so, but there's also other aspects that I hear from the other companies that make it sound like they're a little bit better. Like McDonald's, when you cook the meat, you cook it on the grill, and then it's supposed to just sit in its own grease, and then you take it off and you put it in the tray to put it in the heater, the warmer, whatever, and it's supposed to just sit there and, like, marinate in its own grease, and it's kind of gross when you think about it. Like, when I used to work there and I worked in the grill area, I always squeezed the patties with the tongs a little bit before I put it on the burger, just to try to make it slightly healthier for the person, you know, instead of all that nasty grease. But anyways, in comparison, like Burger King, they cook on an open flame. So as that thing's going through, at least some of the grease is dripping off. It's not just soaking in its own grease like McDonald's does. It has a chance to drip off, and, you know, the grease goes into the fire and all that. And Wendys, I can't say Wendys is super healthy, but at least I know Wendys has their motto of fresh, never frozen. How does that work? I don't understand. I don't know how you have meat that's never been frozen and yet it's still good. Like, I guess they're killing cows every day just to keep up with their patty demands. But that whole fresh, never frozen thing, if it's true, it makes me feel like at least it's a little healthier. You know, it's fresh meat. And the way they cook, there's no platen. Like McDonald's is platen, so the top comes down on the bottom, and then it just kind of like cooks in its own grease. Like it's almost like its own grease helps it cook. Where Wendy's, it's on an open flat top. Now I don't know if that makes it anything any healthier. Probably doesn't, but I don't know. It just seems like potentially it is. Like it's not just soaking in its own grease. It's on a flat top. A person is cooking it. You know, they got to flip the patty and stuff. So I don't know. At least it's fresh too, you know? But like McDonald's, it's that, or it's just fried. Hey, let's do the fries. Hey, let's have chicken nuggets. Not like the other places don't have fried options either, but that's kind of like one of McDonald's biggest things. Kids, they love the McDonald's nuggets and fries. Super unhealthy nonsense right there. Just fried crap for these kids to eat. So, yeah, I don't like McDonald's because I feel like it's excruciatingly unhealthy. Does it taste good? Oh, yeah, absolutely. But it feels so unhealthy. Even the breakfast. Again, the breakfast is good. The sausage McGriddles. Those, they used to be on like a $1 menu, but they're super good. McGriddles are super good. But anytime I eat one of those, first off, I feel like my teeth are immediately getting cavities. They always feel so weird afterwards. Like, oh, I gotta go brush my teeth now. This doesn't feel right. And then it's like, you know, you just feel so unhealthy after you eat that. Tasted super good, but then you just feel like crap. Where in comparison, if I go to Burger King for breakfast and I get their twofers, what are I like to get the ham, egg, and cheese croissants. I don't ever feel that way. I eat and I just feel full. Like normal. I don't feel like, oh God, am I going to have a heart attack soon? Like I do after eating McDonald's. I just feel full. Like, oh, that was a good breakfast. Another reason, number 6, that I just thought of as I said this, was McDonald's fries. You know, they used to have the slogan, maybe they still do have the slogan of America's favorite fries. Me personally, I think McDonald's fries suck. Okay, there's nothing to them. They're a skinny fried stick that barely has any meat, you know, potato meat inside of it. Like, there's nothing special about them. They suck. And then, once they go old, they go from nice, crispy, and firm to floppy. And then if you microwave them, they're horrible. I think McDonald's fries warmed up are probably the worst fries / food in general that you can eat. Microwaved McDonald's fries. They suck. But yeah, McDonald's fries just absolutely suck. They're boring. They're not a fry. They're basically a crispy shell that they are able to pass off as a fry because it's like 1 part potato, 10,000 parts crispiness. And they're like, yeah, that's a fry. There's barely any potato in it. Actually, it's McDonald's, so that means there's not even potato. There's barely any imitation potato in it. Like, personally, I think this. Burger King has some really good fries. They've always had good fries. People always hate on their fries, and I don't know why. They got really good fries. And if I'm not mistaken, they're good when you microwave them, too. They're not as good as when they're fresh, but they ain't as gross as McDonald's is. But I think the best fast food fries are Wendys. The only problem is Wendys are weird. They're like the spy in Stratego. You know what I mean? The spy jumps on the 10, it wins. But if a 2 jumps on the spy loses. That's like Wendys' fries. If you get them fresh, hot, you know, salted right, oh, they're super awesome. Easily the best fries. Anytime I go to Wendy's and my fries are fresh and hot, it's the first thing I eat. Not only because I don't want them to cool down, but just because I know it's going to be the best thing in the bag that I got. But if the fries aren't super hot and fresh, then they're kind of boring. You know, you need to load up on like barbecue sauce and all that. Like when they're fresh, you don't need any sauce. Eat them as is. Oh, they're so good. But if they're not fresh, or say they were fresh but you didn't eat them in the car on the way home, then you get home and they kind of cooled off and they're a little bit not so fresh anymore, they're kind of boring, and you're gonna need some barbecue sauce or something to make them taste better. But at the end of the day, they still are a little bit more beefy and stuff than McDonald's dumb sticks that they try to pass off as a fry, which still makes them better than McDonald's. I don't know. I don't understand everyone's obsession with McDonald's fries. They're boring. yeah, they're good if you're starving, you're super hungry, and you start packing out, oh, these are so good. I mean, I guess in general, it's not like they're disgusting. They taste perfectly fine. It's just, if you look at it as a fry, those are not fries. They're just crispy sticks pretending to be fries. They're masquerading as a French fry. Oh, McDonald's calls us fries, so I guess we are. No, you're not. You're one of those stupid sticks like, you're basically like a veggie straw. You know what I mean? Like, the kids love those. Those are disgusting. But, you know, it's like calling that a fry. That ain't no fry. That's a weird thing. A colored thing that tastes gross. But, yeah. So, why else do I hate McDonald's? I will give McDonald's this. I do think that they have the best soda from any fast food place. Their soda is good. I don't know what the difference is with how they process it versus other places, but it is always on point. The Coke is super good from there, and the Sprite. I know there's the joke about Sprite. Oh, why is it spicy? But it's actually good. Like, I get Sprite from there unironically, I guess you would say. Like, a lot of people get it there for the jokes. Oh, why is it spicy? I get it just because it's good. I like it. Like, the spiciness, like, makes it better. And the Coke is super good. I think it also has the spicy like Sprite does, but it makes it better. The root beer is pretty decent too. Like, their drinks are good, and I don't know why. And so when they had the dollar prices, unless they still do, that was the only thing that was awesome. Cheap soda, and it's really good. And I guess you could say the other thing that's okay about them is the play place. Granted, it does me no good. I'm sitting there kind of bored, but, you know, if you got kids, or even like me, just one kid, and it's a weekend and you don't know what to do. Maybe it's winter, so it's dark out by 4. It's cold out, so it's not like you're going to go outside and do anything. The play place is great. You go there, sit there for a couple hours, let your kid play. They have a great time. Kids also love, the 4-piece Happy Meals, so you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're getting the kids some food that they're going to love, and then they get to have fun in the play place. And it makes an easy night for you. Now you're not sitting around like, geez, what can I do with my kid? Oh, it's only 4 o'clock, but it's dark, it's cold. No, you waste 2 hours there. Then by the time you get back home, it's 6. You have your kid take a shower. Kids love dicking around and taking forever in the shower. So by the time they get out, it's 6:30. They get dressed. And now you throw a movie on. Movie's over by, let's say, 8:30. Boom. If you want to, you can put them to bed. And that, you just solved your whole night with McDonald's serving as a filler. They ate dinner and they got to play for 2 hours. And it filled in that gap of, I don't know what to do. But, yeah, other than that, I mean, geez, even working there sucked. I mean, actually, I worked for a franchise. I heard working for corporate is a lot better. Apparently, corporate's a lot better on their employees. They pay you a lot more in relation to what I was getting. Like, I worked there when minimum wage was $9.10 an hour. And I hear, like, managers at corporate made $15 an hour. Where me, when I was a manager, I was making... Actually, what was minimum wage? I was making $9.10 as a manager, so maybe minimum wage was like $8.10 or something. Like, I was only getting $1 more as a manager, and I was like, what is this? That's stupid. I got all these extra responsibilities, and I only get $1 more? Are you serious right now? Where, like I said, corporate was paying like $15 an hour, so they were getting almost double what a crew person got. And I don't know, I heard other things, I don't remember offhand, but somebody used to work at corporate and then they came to our franchise and just were talking about how it was way better at the corporate level. But anyways, yeah, so even working there, like I said, sucked. You make dick money, you leave there, you're always all greasy and nasty. My shoes are always all greasy. My apartment, so the apartment I'm in now, my brother used to live there for 5 years, and now I've been there for like 7 or something. 8, I don't know. When did I move in? Yeah, I think it's been 8 years now. But, yeah, we all used to work at McDonald's at the same time. And when my brother worked there, his apartment, the floor by the door, because, we don't wear shoes in the place, so he'd take the shoes off. But him and his wife, they both worked at McDonald's at that time. And the floor, the rug by the door, the carpet, I should say, by the door, was all black. Just from their shoes, from the grease on their shoes. It was gross. And it was like that for a while. Like, I even steam cleaned it. how many times? A couple times? At least once I steam cleaned it. No, I think it was a couple times, because I think my landlord steam cleaned it, tried to steam clean it before I moved in. And then I steam cleaned it a little bit more recently. Well, not super recently, but like in 2017 or something around there, I steam cleaned it. And yeah, it still looked like crap. But after all these years, it's finally getting better. It doesn't look so bad anymore. It's like the grease is wearing off. It's coming out of the rug finally. But yeah, like that was just nasty to see. Like, geez, that's just from working at McDonald's. The gross floors, the grease there. Like I said, you get home, you just feel gross, you smell gross, you make dick money. Oh, that job sucked. It's a job that I always think I will never go back to unless I need to. Unless things somehow get so desperate for me that I really, really, really need a job. And McDonald's is the only thing I can get. Otherwise, I'm never going back there. That sucked. I did it for my time, 8 years. And yeah, never again. And, you know, ironically, unfortunately, that time did almost come where I did need to go back. In 2018, I lost my job. And I was searching. I was working with 6 recruiters, you know, like temp agency type people. I was working with 6 of them who were sending out my resume, like, I don't know, to 3 places a week. So that was 18 places a week that I was applying to via my recruiters. Plus me, myself, I'd do about anywhere between 3 to 5 applications a week. So, you know, I was sending out, let's say, at least 20 applications a week. And I just wasn't getting anything. Nobody was calling me back. I wasn't getting any interviews, nothing. And finally, after... What was I out for? 9 months. I was out of work for 9 months. I finally, one of the places that I applied to, I walked in and basically they hired me on the spot. They couldn't officially hire me on the spot because it was through a temp agency that I found this job. But basically, if it wasn't a temp agency and I found them myself, I would have been hired right then and there. I could have started right then and there. But yeah, 9 months. And so anyways, it was getting super desperate. Like right before I got that job, I was thinking, I'm going to have to apply at McDonald's. I don't want to. I wish I didn't have to resort to this, but I need something. And yeah, then I got that job, and I was like, whew, God, that was close to getting to the point where I was desperate enough to need McDonald's. The thing is that wasn't helping me either was I wasn't getting unemployment. They wouldn't hook me up. And I think it was because I was working 2 jobs. But the 2 jobs I was working, I was making a fraction of what I made before I lost my job. Literally. Like I was making, what, $1,300 bi-weekly at the job I used to have. And then it went from that down to like $600 bi-weekly between 2 jobs. And it was like, come on, stupid unemployment people. I can't survive on this. I was making double from one job before. Plus, I always had 2 jobs. So I was making double at the main job, plus like maybe $100 a week at a second job. So overall, you could say I was making like $1,500 bi-weekly during those days. And I went down to like $600 bi-weekly. Like, come on, unemployment, hook me up. But they wouldn't, because I had 2 jobs. But it's like, I'm not making anything, though, dickheads. Like, come on. Be realistic. So anyways, yeah, it almost did get to a desperate spot where I was going to apply there. Which means I would have had 3 jobs, which I hated all of them. Would have hated all of them, I should say. But luckily, I didn't have to do that. But anyways, yeah, so McDonald's just sucks. You know, they always talk about, too, people start at McDonald's and achieve great things. And I always hated that slogan because I was like, you know... It's not like McDonald's helped these people achieve great things or whatever. They achieved these great things on their own, okay? They started at McDonald's just like any other kid would in high school or whatever, and then they had ambitions and went on to become, you know, a CEO of X company or whatever. Like, McDonald's had nothing to do with it, yet McDonald's always wants to take credit. Oh, a lot of CEOs or whatever, blah, 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 these type of people start at McDonald's. Okay, well, McDonald's has nothing to do with their trajectory. Nothing. Like, that was their dream and their goals, and they achieved it. And in the meantime, they just worked at McDonald's. Like, calm down. But anyways, I think that's really all I got. McDonald's sucks. I don't go there. I don't have any issues that I don't go there either. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm like, man, I wish McDonald's was better because I'd love to go there. No, I don't care. I don't go there, and it doesn't faze me at all. The only thing that does faze me sometimes is because, kids like that trash food. So when I think about my daughter, I'm like, well, I don't want to, make her miss out because I don't want to go there. But I'm like, you know what? Nah, she probably goes enough with her mom anyway. She's not missing out just because I don't take her. So that's, the only reservation I might have. But, yeah, that's all I got. Fuck you, McDonald's. You suck. And... if you actually listen to this thing, holy crap, that's cool, because I don't think anybody does, so thanks for that. And until next time, I shall see ya.